to stream?
CJ Wolf TV. Yo, am I late to stream? No, you're not late. You're like right on time, actually. I'm actually gonna keep the broadcast playing a little bit longer today, just in case if you guys barely hopped on. I'm not, and just in case if you guys are curious, I'm not ending the stream sometime soon. It'll be quite some time until then. Okay guys, ask some questions, y'all. Be sure to ask questions, okay guys? Chat. Yo, talk to me, chat. What's up?
Would you rather fight Slender Man or Springtrap?
Alright, here we go with the questions, alright. Who would you rather fight? Slender Man or Springtrap?
How's your day?
Let's see. I would rather fight Springtrap because Slenderman could teleport and he's immortal. Actually, like meaning that nothing can kill him. How about you guys? And my day is going good actually. How about you guys?
I'm fighting Slender Man.
Okay. What's the scariest, like from horror games?
I mean, I'm fighting Springtrap.
Who do you think is the scariest character, like horror game wise? There's all kinds of ones. There's Chris Walker from Outlast. There's Bonnie, Chica, Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Slenderman. Who else? The Chainsaw Guy from Resident Evil 4. I'm just naming a bunch of horror characters. Like, who do you guys think is the scariest?
I think it's Slender Man as the scariest.
This is the scariest stream ever. No, I'm just playing off. I'm just kidding. I think Slender Man is as the scariest, okay? Slender Man? What is it about Slender Man that you think is the scariest? Be sure to share below. I picked Slenderman. I feel like Slenderman is always probably gonna be up there with the scariest games I played. I still think this one was probably the scariest one I played. Especially this one. Like this new one right here, this one, man. This one was pretty
He's
creepy.
immortal and can teleport,
I
and
like,
he blends
and I
into
like
the
that.
shadows.
Like it, I liked how it gave me a vibe from Prison and, you know, Slenderman Shadows. Have you ever heard of that? Slenderman Shadows? Because this one, it's like it's just like it. It's just like it, but except it's newer graphics and stuff. And yeah, because the sprinting, it reminded me so much of Prison. Like I'm like, dude, I know exactly where that's from, bro. That's from Slenderman's Prison. Like I wouldn't even be surprised if they took like certain concepts that were from the other game and put them towards these right here. Especially with the custom stories and stuff being there, like it made it even creepier.
So what game really started your YouTube career?
Appreciate the love, by the way, guys. And by the way, guys, if you want to see more daily broadcasting like this, please be sure to like and share. We really appreciate that. Thank you. So what? So he's immortal, and he can teleport. He blends into shadows. Yeah, definitely. Like it. Like I always said this. Like I'm like. No other horror game has ever made me feel that way though. Like how I like playing it, like I thought that was just creepy, kind of how like you would look around to check to see if anyone was there, and like no one was there at all, and like I always felt like it, and there's even a page there that says like he's always watching, like, and that's what I thought that this game did a pretty good job on, that it was creepy, because like you feel like Slenderman is watching and he's there, you know, and like the corridors too, like how if you turned and like you felt like something might jump at you, like and yeah, like I don't think any other horror game has ever did like that, like how this was doing. Because that's how it had me the whole way through it. So what game really started your YouTube career? Well, like, that's a pretty good question right there. Like, I mean, every video, because I mean, every game that I've ever played for you guys, and even when making these, like I just, as long as it's fun, you know, and you guys are able to enjoy it, like, but no game that I've ever done, since all the games that I play are pretty fun, and, you know, I make them as fun as I can here, no game has really done bad, but what I will say is, so all the videos did pretty good, like, I always had you guys supporting on them, and like you know, without y'all it wouldn't be the same, you know. But one thing I will say, so all the videos did good, but specifically out of all the videos that I've ever created, like which one like really started the channel, Five Nights at Freddy's. Because this stuff, it started taking off, like, regardless of the case. Like, I played a bunch of different games, you know, to see how they would do, and, like, none of them ever did bad. But they all did good, but the one that really, really just, it was the Five Nights at Freddy's ones. But I could see how that one, and, you know, but I was freaking out. It's, like, a cool story. Like, I just put that one on because I remembered it was like around Halloween, and like I had bought a bunch of games. So do you play Roblox? I haven't really played too much of Roblox, but not that it's bad. I haven't checked it out yet. But let me know what you guys are thinking about that game. And yeah, I mean, if it's good, if you guys say it's good. Because usually when you guys are recommending this stuff, it's usually pretty good. and I'm excited to play it. So, but yeah, pretty much. Like, I just remembered though, I streamed. That was my first Five Nights at Freddy's game, and like a bunch of people started joining, and like I never seen.
Do you think it's good if
I
I'm
never
trying
seen
to?
that many people. I was freaking out. I was like, bro, look at how many. That's the most people I've ever had. Like, people must really like Five Nights at Freddy's games. That's why I picked all those games, because those were all like top trending, top sellers, you know. And it's some of the best games that you could ever play. But yeah, that was my best series, and it's because it has 2020 mode in there, and everybody that plays Five Nights at Freddy's
Do you think it's good if I'm trying to
know
start an ARG on my channel?
knows that 2020 mode is by far, like, you know, one of the hardest challenges. Like, I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if that's why it got so many views. And plus I did night 6 on part 2. So yeah, because the stuff I was covering on them, they weren't very easy. I was covering some pretty challenging stuff, and a bunch of people were recommending it. So yeah, so it was Five Nights at Freddy's that really got it started. And yeah, great question, by the way. Do you think it's good if I'm trying to start an ARG on my channel? What's an ARG? What do you mean? What type of content do you make, guys? What type of content do you make? I'll be more than willing to share the advice that helped my channel grow. Let me know, y'all. Chat, yo, chat.
Like a storyline based, like it's a show where there's secrets, codes and stuff.
Like a storyline based, like it's a show where there's secret codes and stuff. A show where there's secret codes, like, what do you mean by? And that storyline part is great right there, because believe it or not, like, look at how I'm doing, how I'm telling you, you're asking me a question and I'm telling you like a story. But what about the other part right there, where you said that there were codes? But so far, sounds pretty good. Like, because you could get people watching this stuff easier when you are telling stories. That's what I would always do. I would always tell stories, and people would like them too. Like, anything that's storytelling is always a great way to build an audience. Because especially when the story is really good, like, more people are gonna want to find out what's happening next. You know what I'm saying? Because at least, like, for me, whenever if I'm reading a story, how do you call it? Because this is me in my experience. Like, whenever I'm reading a story and the storyline, like, but that concept that you got there, I got some good news for you, man. Good news. Want to hear the good news? Okay. So the good news is that you're on, like, the right show. You're on the right show. That's it right there. Because especially, like, look at me. I don't just make good gameplays. Like, I'm a very good storyteller. You know, like, I know how to get people to want to stay watching to where, like, they're going to want to find out what the hell is going to happen next. So, like, you're doing good. That's good there. That your storyline right there. And yeah. Because that's what that shit does, is it just makes it so that when you have somebody watching you, they're gonna want to keep staying watching it because they see how you're telling a story that's interesting, and they're gonna want to stay watching it to find out what's gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying? At least to me, I know when I'm like looking into a story and like it's giving me like a lot of details, you know, it's like it's building up that suspense, it's building up on that tension, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, I'm liking where this is going. Like it's making me like I wanna see more of it, like if that makes sense. Like and yeah, and even if you don't do gameplays, you can still get people watching you like off of anything. But one thing I will say, like let's just say because your content, from what I'm hearing,
mine is there's clones and they're trying to replace me, and basically the villain is me from a different universe, and I'm gonna put related.
So mine is there more people are joining. Let's see if we can get some more people commenting in the chat. Yo, welcome to the stream, guys. Be sure to like and sub, y'all. So mine, their clones, and they're trying to replace me, and basically the villain is me from a different universe. Okay? And I'm gonna put related shorts covering his background. So is it like, what kind of genre of it are you going for? Is it like horror, fiction? Like what kind of genre of it is it? And are there any heroes in it? Even I have some pretty cool ideas. Since you said you're the villain, but you don't make no gameplays or nothing like that, right? It's just like a storyline based. You can still get people watching with that right there.
I'm going for action, excitement, and suspense.
I'm going for action, excitement, and suspense. Okay. I'm liking. How many subscribers do you have? Because so far, from what it seems like, it's not like a gaming channel at all. And you could get people like that. Because I was gonna say that too, but you're already doing it. Just keep doing what you're doing.
10.
Keep doing what you're doing. Because like if you don't have a gaming channel and it's just storyline based, like you could still get people watching you. You have to keep it the stories since there's no games on them and stuff. Because that would be a great way to make it interesting. 10 subscribers. How long have you had the channel for? And what kind of equipment do you need for your videos? So it's like you're into more what, like film? You're like into filmmaking stuff, basically, right? That's really what it is, because it's not really gameplays. Like I have so many questions here. Are you making a movie or?
I've had my channel since July.
I've had my channel since July. Okay. Are you but are you, what is it? It's like a show you're making, or like a movie? Are you turning it into an actual movie? I'm just curious.
And I just use my phone to record quick 1-minute videos with like costumes.
And I just
And
use
it's
my
like a
phone to
show.
record quick 1-minute videos with like costumes. Okay. Just keep doing what you're doing. And make sure there's enough Pornhub on.
And I only
Make sure you've
started
got enough
posting
porn.
recently.
Because the more porn, the easier. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you guys. Alright, okay, alright, I'm for real. I'm sorry, I like to tell jokes. I'm just kidding. And it's like a show. I only just started posting recently. Like, what are your... That's good. Well, like, at least you got started. You got something there, at least. Like, what are your goals? You could even share with me some of those goals that you have. Are there any goals that you have there that could help you get started on the channel? Because if there's one thing I know, goals are always a great way to start out, especially when making a channel. Because at least for me, what helps me, and you could even use these for your channels, like I don't mind this stuff, because besides the gameplays, like I don't mind other creators using this to help grow on here, because it is a little easier when you have goals and like plans and stuff, because that could be the hardest part about my experience
like
doing YouTube, like
YouTube and really
just like the whole entire
people.
like we gotta know what's next after that, right? We gotta know what's next. Like for example, like how I was playing that Monstrum game, and how like I couldn't beat it, or just in general though, like even right there, I had to know what was next after that, because that's how it is, you play games, and like, you can't just play one game, like you've got to play different games and stuff, because for me, that helps me out a lot too, like knowing like what's going to be the next step after we just took that step right there, right? And like not being stuck like in a loop, because that was always the hardest part. And then like you're stuck in a loop, you're out of ideas, and you don't have any more ideas for videos and stuff. But yeah, my goals are making a living off of YouTube. I just really want to entertain people. Okay, I mean, if this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, it's your dream. It's your dream. I support that. How do you call it? Oh, I know what question I'm gonna ask. Is this something that you see yourself doing for the rest of your life? Like, could you see yourself doing this for your whole life and nothing else ever besides that? Chat. Yo, chat. Guys. Here I have another question. How much have you gotten done so far? I'm not gonna end the stream, by the way. I told you guys I was gonna keep the stream playing for a little while. How many videos have you gotten so far? Do you plan on getting real actual equipment? Or are you gonna stay with the equipment you have now? I'm gonna take this dog, chat. Yo, chat, are you seeing this right now? Yo, chat. Ask me some more questions, guys.
How am I late to stream? And I just use my phone to record quick 1-minute videos with like costumes. And it's like a show. And I only started posting recently. My goals are like make a living off of YouTube and really just entertain people.